You know what time it is? It is leftover crumble time. This was my favorite this week, so we're gonna start with the holiday cake. I don't know how Crumbl does it, but this cake is way better today than it was on Monday, which is very hard to believe because I absolutely adored this on Monday. But the cake itself is so fluffy and moist, yet even a couple days later, I'm just obsessed with the buttercream on top on here. I feel like after this has sat in my fridge for the last few days, it did harden a little bit more for that actual texture when you bite into a Little Debbie tree cake. This is phenomenal. Next, we have the sea salt toffee skillet. This one was a lot more flavorful on Monday. I feel like this one today is lacking a little bit of flavor. I really don't taste a lot of toffee or the caramel on here. Even like the sea salt's kind of missing. This one was definitely better on Monday. Up next, we have the raspberry cheesecake. This one is seriously perfect a few days later. I did let this one sit out for a half an hour before I did review this right now. I feel like the base on here is super soft, like a cheesecake base on an actual cheesecake. The cheesecake frost on here and the raspberry jam is absolutely phenomenal. It is so good on this one. Up next, we have the sticky toffee pudding. This one actually makes me really sad because this one did dry out my fridge from the last few days. I do absolutely love sticky toffee pudding. If you've ever had Gordon Ramsay's sticky toffee pudding, you know what I'm talking about. This one I feel like should have been served in a cup, so you do have that sticky toffee pudding sauce. But overall, this one was better on Monday though. Up next, we have the snickerdoodle sandwich. I've heard so many mixed reviews on this one this week, and I feel like for me personally, I actually really enjoyed this one. I feel like the cream cheese frosting is either for you or it's not. I'm a huge cream cheese lover girl, so this one definitely hits the spot every time I have a cream cheese frosting on a cookie. But the snickerdoodle is so soft, it's so flavorful. It was good on day one, and it's still good a few days later. Last but not least, we have brownie batter. I was not the biggest fan of this one on Monday, and a few days later, I'm still not the biggest fan of this one. For me, this one is just too much chocolate for my liking, so if you are a chocolate person out there, you may like this one. This one hasn't lost any flavor since I reviewed this on Monday, but it's just too much chocolate for me.